Hi everybody, this is Sandra Angelo broadcasting live from Sandyland on day 15 of a 14-day series of free lessons. So by the fact that it's day 15, you know that you're getting a bonus. And we'll have one more bonus tomorrow night too. And then Sandyland is going to go away for quite a while because I do this like maybe once a year, and then I get busy coaching all the people that signed up, because that's where my love is to work really hard to make your dreams come true and show you how to go from amateur to amazing and from mediocre to mastery. So if you happen to be here, oh good, Debbie's posted, so now I know I'm on the right page. Hi Debbie, we're so glad you're here. And I was posting a little earlier and nobody was talking, so I thought I was on the wrong page. So tonight it's really exciting. We're actually going to climb inside Pencil Drawing College and show you what that's like. And then I'm actually going to be also talking, obviously the motivational speech always happens right at the front. I'm going to be giving you some logistics about exactly what's going to happen when Pencil Drawing College opens. We're going to have a really limited number of spaces because I have to coach everybody, so I can only take a few students in there. And we're going to open tomorrow. I'm not sure what time because we're still kind of chasing those tech dragons over here. But sometime tomorrow, Saturday morning, either definitely before noon Pacific time, it's going to be opening up. And so if you're excited about Pencil Drawing College, just keep watching your email box, because you're basically going to get a link that says Pencil Drawing College is open, and it's going to link you to a video that gives you a free lesson, the 3 common mistakes that were holding me back and how you can solve those, and then it gives you all the registration information for how to join Pencil Drawing College, and that is level 1. So we have 7 levels. And then we have opened up a space in there's been some people who like to take level 1, and that's all they want to sign up for is just, take that level and get their drawing skills better. But there's quite a few people who really want to go into Colored Pencil College, and they want to go into Color Theory College, and they want to learn how to turn their own photos into art, and all of those programs are sold out right now. So we created a brand new program, and everybody who signs up for Pencil Drawing College is going to get an invitation to apply to our advanced accelerated, it's called the Accelerated Apprenticeship, and it's a 6-month program that will give you colored pencil drawing, Pencil Drawing College, Color Theory College, and turn your own photos into art. So details about that will all come in the email. I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but I just wanted to give you a heads up that tomorrow's the big day. The big day, providing that all of our tech dragons don't win, you will be getting an email sometime before noon tomorrow, Pacific Standard Time, Saturday, and it's January 13th. And so you'll be getting an email saying that Pencil Drawing College is open. You have your final free lesson. It's a video, about a half an hour long, really cool lesson. And at the very end of that video, there will be instructions on how to join Pencil Drawing College, and then a button that you can click, and as soon as you see that, click it so that you can grab your spot. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the power of asking. And I actually am basing today's topic on what I just experienced. And I often do that because I need to listen to my own messages. I told you the other day that the day after I gave a motivational speech here, the next morning when I was doing my quiet time, I was listening to my own speech. Because I need this stuff as much as you guys do. We're all the same. So this is what happened to me recently. My life has been pretty busy. Let's just put it that way. Kind of like a one-armed paper hanger. Ever since the holidays happened, I had to get ready for Pencil Drawing College and for my atelier program. And I had a lot of videos to produce and workbooks to finish. And there's this thing called Christmas, and this other thing called New Year's, and this thing called family, and this thing called shopping for presents, and then just having fun, you know, enjoying the parties and not missing out on the wonderful things that holiday season brings. So there have been days where I had to choose between sleep and eating. I couldn't do both. And so especially lately, because we're releasing Pencil Drawing College and we had all these tech dragons, and that kind of set things back a little bit. So about 2 days ago, I was sitting with my father in the morning like I do, and I said to him, I can't get everything done. I have way too much on my list. Have you ever had a day like this? Where even if you didn't sleep and didn't eat, you still couldn't get everything done. And that was that kind of day. About 2 days ago, I was just like, I can't do all this. It's too much. And so when I get like that, I just say to him, okay, you orchestrate this. And I'm going to just have you make everything. You're going to be in charge of my life, and everything is going to go according to your plan, not mine. I should say this every day, but I usually only say it when I'm desperate. And so, because I have a tendency to be a little bit too independent and tend to run things myself and don't ask for help as soon as I should. Anybody else in the crowd like that? So anyway, I said, I want you to orchestrate this, and here's something that I would really like from you. I would like to receive favor from people that I don't even know. I would like to receive unmerited favor, and I would like to have you open doors that I didn't knock on. And there were some things I really needed to happen, and we'd been trying for a long time to make those happen, and it just wasn't going anywhere. So I just left it up to him, and I said that I wrote it in my request book, and then I wrote in my thank you book, thank you that this is going to happen, because I was believing. And so I jumped into my day, which was ridiculously busy, way too busy, and I just started doing what I'm supposed to do. Well, halfway through the day yesterday, something ridiculous happened. This amazing online magazine that is just exactly the kind of magazine that I would read and that I love, they contacted me and they want to do a feature story on me. I mean, it's crazy. It's like, I don't even know them. I've never heard of them before, although I definitely am going to start reading their online stuff because they're amazing. They're a lot like me, and our philosophies just jive like crazy, and that kind of publicity would just be awesome. So, you know, as an artist, publicity equals fame equals money. That's the way it works in the art world, and so the more you get famous, the wider your audience, and the better it is for selling your art and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just super excited, especially for my atelier students, because I like to get publicity for them and show the world how amazing they are. And so this was something that was a door I didn't knock on, favor, unmerited favor, and just a complete answer to my request. And so Maria's asking, who are they? You know, I don't remember the name, but I'll try to get it for you and post it in here. Oh, peanut butter's about to come. Okay, here we go. Peanut butter, let's not stand directly in front of the camera. Our first photobomb of the night. Okay, so then I just went on my way, and I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And just feeling so blessed, you know, and because I've been working really hard on some publicity outlets, and you get a lot of rejection. It's not personal, it's just it doesn't fit their calendar, and they've already got things booked. And you know, it's same with me. I you know, give publicity to a lot of people, but if it doesn't fit, the answer is no, and it's nothing personal. And so, yeah, Peanut Butter made it. He is the Sandyland mascot. And so, anyway, so that was just super exciting. Well, then the day kept going, and all of a sudden, I got this phone call from someone I hadn't heard from in about 3 or 4 months. And we're friends. She's a powerful businesswoman, and I really, really like her. But she called me today, and she said, I want to recommend you for this television show that's looking for somebody to broadcast for them. And I thought of you right away because, you know, you have such a personality, and you're so warm with your audience and all that stuff. And she went on to say some really wonderful things. And it's a door I didn't knock on. It's favor. You know, it's what I asked for. You know, out of the blue, you know, in the middle of the day. And she called me. Today I had literally like 30 spare minutes today. That's it. I mean, I'm probably going to be up till 3 o'clock this morning because I have so much to do before I go to bed. And so, I only had like 30 minutes in my day that were spare, and that's when she called. I mean, the way he orchestrates things when I ask him, and she had some answers to some questions that my staff and I were going over and had been debating about for 2 or 3 days, and we didn't know the answer, and she had the answers. And I hadn't talked to her in 4 months, and just randomly she calls me. So there you go, another answer. So then I got some more news from Alexandra, who's amazing, and she told me that we'd gotten another yes from a media outlet that we'd been working on for a while. And so there you go. There's 3 things in one day that were just like snowballing because I asked. And you know, it's the craziest thing. I don't know if you're like me, but I tend to be independent, self-directed. I don't ask for help unless I really need it, or I'm desperate or out of resources or don't know what to do, which is crazy because I should ask for it every morning. First thing in the morning, just ask. I mean, my Father runs the universe. He can help me, and all I have to do is ask. There's a verse in the Bible that says, you have not because you ask not. Ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. The power of asking. The power of asking. I have a student in one of my coaching programs too that's independent, and she's pretty good, but she doesn't ask enough. She'll go along and do her project until it's finished before she asks for help. And if she had asked for help, I could have helped her fix a lot of the stuff that she's doing wrong if she would have asked along the way instead of waiting till the end. If she'd been, you know, when she did the line drawing, if she'd asked me, is this good? If when she did the shading and the values, is this good? You know, should I move on, or is there anything I need to fix? You know, if she would ask more often, she would become better faster, and she would have less frustration. And I was kind of mumbling that to myself today about her. And then I realized, you need to look in the mirror. You're just like that. You know, how long did you wait before you asked your Father for help just now when life was so hard? You know, I mean, it's not hard stuff. I love everything I'm doing. It's just I don't have enough hours. So anyway, so then again, everything just fell into place today. I will be up late mainly because of the technology issues. And I'm thinking I'm going to ask him to slay those dragons for me too. So anyway, I just want to encourage you today by saying you need to ask. I had somebody write me today. I get lots of emails and lots of posts on Facebook and lots of private messages from people saying, asking questions, a lot of, when is it going to open? I can't wait. I really want to sign up and all that stuff. But I got an email from someone today that I found kind of discouraging in the sense that I'm just so sad that after listening to all that I've said, she's still thinking like this. And these are the words that she used. Said, I can't afford. those are prophetic words. When you say something like that, like I could have said, I can't finish this. I don't have time. Let's postpone it till next week. Instead of that, I said, Father, please orchestrate this so I can meet this deadline. And I remember another time when I wanted to take the kids to the Caribbean, and Becky was 14, JJ was 16, and Michael was 18, and I knew that if I waited till they were any older, they might not even want to go. And that year, we were having a tough time because something had gone wrong, and we didn't even have, I think we earned $25 that month, and the cost of the Caribbean trip was $12,000. And I knew that I had saved money. I'd been putting aside money for a while in a special account that I can cash now. And I knew that I could afford to go with that, but it was, iffy. Other things were iffy as whether or not the company was going to survive that month. I mean, I knew it would. We've been in business 28 years, but there's always ups and downs when you're in a small business. So I just took a leap of faith, and I told my father, I said, I know this is what you want me to do. I'm going to take that money, buy the trip, and we're going to go. And I'm going to make that memory because this is more important than anything else, to build memories with the kids. And when I presented it to Michael, the date was the first week of his college class, and he was so eager to go that his knee-jerk response immediately was, oh, I can just skip a semester and go next time. That way I can go on the trip with you. And I mean, that kind of response made me realize I have to make this happen. Michael wants to go that bad. And so I did. I made it happen, but we changed the date so he didn't have to miss any school or skip a semester. But anyway, so we went. And that was a step of faith because I knew that I had the money in the savings account so I could use it. And I wasn't being foolish, but it was risky because of the nature of the way that month was shaping up. And so the 2 days after we got back from this amazing week together in the Caribbean, making golden memories, I opened my box. I slept the whole first day because it was a long flight. And then the second day I opened my box and there was $30,000 in sales. And it was just, this isn't the first time this has happened to me. It happens a lot. I just make a decision. I'm going to have faith like I did just a couple days ago. That wasn't a huge jump of faith. It was just a matter of launching tomorrow instead of waiting a week. Not letting the check dragons win and just asking my Father, help. I need your help. And not only do I need your help, but I ask for more. Exceedingly abundantly above what you can ask or even think. I memorized that verse because that's what I want. Exceedingly abundantly above what I can ask or even think. And I just asked for, one thing of favor. I got 3 in one day. And I know there's going to be more coming in. Because he listens, and he is a wealthy daddy. He's powerful. He runs the universe, and he loves me. And he wants me to ask. He wants to fulfill my heart's desires. And the only way he can do that is if I ask and believe. And so I just hope the person who wrote me today and said that would change your mind about, thinking that your father, who, if this is your father, not everybody in here is of the same belief that I am, but if our Heavenly Father is your father too, he owns the universe and he's plenty wealthy enough to provide for you if that's your dream. So ask him for it. You never know what he's going to do. You just never know what he's going to be up to. But there's another verse in the Bible that says, all things work together for good for those who love the Lord and those who are called according to his purpose. That's not for everybody. It's a privilege of being in the family of God. But if you belong to the family of God, all things are going to work together for good. It doesn't say all things are good. It says they're going to work together for good. you know. So even when it seems bad, like what I felt like I couldn't even breathe a couple days ago, it all is working together for good, you know. And there's been so many times in my life when, you know, I was up against a wall, and I asked for help, and he just shows up. He shows up. And he wants you to ask. That's the nature of a relationship. You ask. Ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. You have not because you ask not. Ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. So today's topic in the motivational speech is the power of asking. Don't be so independent. You know, I was the same way, trying for 10 years to go it on my own. I was sure I could figure it out. I was sure that I could do this and I could become an artist. And I wasted 10 years. I wish I'd started sooner, but it's okay. It's never too late. But still, I mean, I literally didn't become successful till I was 50, you know. And that was just the beginning. Like, more success just started coming in and in and in. And literally all the millions that I've earned after I decided to become successful all happened after age 50. And I started this whole trajectory when I was in my 40s. And Ariana Huffington, I met her a few months ago. She started the Huffington Post in her 50s. I'm not sure exactly how old she was, but she started it in her 50s. And it's a worldwide phenomenon now. You know, it's huge. So it's never too late. But you have to believe. And you have to ask. And when you ask in faith. Because if you are unsure, there's another verse, and I don't have this one very well memorized, but it's something like asking in faith and not doubting, because if you doubt, it's like, I forgot what it says. It's something like wavering in the wind or something. I can't quote that verse. I don't have it memorized well enough. Anyway, but it says to ask in faith. So when I asked, I not only asked in my request book, which I write to my Father in my request book when I need help, but I have a Kisses on the Cheek book, which is where I write all my gratitude to Him. And right after I asked, I wrote it in my gratitude journal. Thank you, Father, that you're sending favor to me. Thank you that doors are going to open that I didn't knock on. Thank you that you're going to orchestrate this week because I have a lot to do and I need your help. You know, and so I thanked Him right after I asked. And so that starts it, you know, the faith chain rolling in my brain and gets everything in motion. We talked yesterday about how the woman that had been sick for 12 years just touched the hem of His garment. And she believed she would be healed, and she was. Faith. Faith is powerful. It's believing it before it's possible. And if it's possible, anyone can believe, you know. But it's when it seems impossible, you know. That reminds me of another verse that says, all things are possible to him who believes. And so anyway, that's our motivational speech for today. And now I'm going to go over to the computer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into Pencil Drawing College and show you kind of what that's like, so you know what is. Not everything is in there yet because we're still fixing it. You're going to get new lessons every 10 days because we don't want to overwhelm you, and we don't want one person to just rush through it and not really learn anything. It's better when you absorb it slowly and practice. And so we will be posting more in there later, but I'm just going to kind of give you a sneak peek for those who are scared of technology to show you how easy it is to log in and to do all that. And there's going to be a video right at the front of Pencil Drawing College that was made by Alexandra, who is amazing, and she shows you exactly all the buttons to click, and all the people who are in the atelier who are here know that she's wonderful at organizing those portals where you get all your lessons. And then you'll be going into a Facebook coaching page where you will have weekly motivational speeches like I'm doing right now. And you will also have access to me and to a master an atelier master will be giving you critiques every week so that you can see how to improve your work. And the critiques will be much more involved than what I'm giving tonight. There's so many on there that I can't really give in-depth critiques while we're doing this. But anyway, so, and then you're going to be also getting I listed at the top of this page, and I'm going to go back over there and show them to you, but pinned at the top of this page is everything that you're getting in Pencil Drawing College. And like I said, that's level 1. But some people, they're overachievers, or they're just eager, and they just really want to be amazing. And so they're not content to just take Pencil Drawing College, and they really want to be in Color Pencil College and Color Theory College, and they want to work from their own photos, but those are sold out right now, so we can't put you in there. But what we did is we created a program called Accelerated Apprenticeship, and it's a 6-month program that will include all 4 of those things. So you'll get coaching for the full 6 months instead of just 4 weeks like you get in Pencil Drawing College. In Pencil Drawing College, you'll get two masters for a full 4 weeks. But then the people who go into the accelerated program will have coaching for 6 months. And then you'll go through level 1, which is Pencil Drawing College. Then we'll go to level 2, which is Color Theory College, where you master how to mix colors, which is one of the hardest things that most people struggle with. A lot of the critiques I was talking about yesterday were people that just don't know what colors to use, and so their work is discordant. It kind of hurts your eyes because they're using the wrong colors, and they don't know how to mix properly. And then we're going to the Colored Pencil College, where you learn methods and materials from all the top masters. And then we'll actually be doing one of your own photos as well. So you'll learn how to work from your own, turn your own photos into art. And so that's an accelerated program that's separate from Pencil Drawing College. And we're just releasing that. We're not even, you can't go and sign up because it's by invitation only. So what we're going to do is we're going to have an application for you. Those who sign up for Pencil Drawing College will get first dibs, and they'll be sent in their welcome email. They'll be sent a link where they can fill out that application to see if they can get in. And then I think it's next Wednesday, we'll send out an invitation if there's any spaces left to the general public. And again, we go over the applications, we interview people on the phone, and we make sure that whoever's in there is really deserving of that spot. And you can be a stick figure artist and still make it in there. So don't think that if you're doing stick figures, you're not eligible. In fact, our favorite artists are stick figure artists because we can make them good so fast, and it really shows. You know, Bruce McDonald, who is the atelier coach, master coach, he was a stick figure artist, and now he's a master coach. And he's getting ready to sell his work all over the place. And so his work is just off the charts. So you can get into it. So everybody apply that wants to go in an accelerated 6-month program. But we'll be basing it on your personality, whether or not we think you're going to do the work, whether or not you're teachable, whether you're easy to get along with, you know, and just where your passions are, because we want the people. I invest a lot of time and energy with those people, and I want to be sure that these people are serious, so I'm not wasting my time, because, you know, I have so many years left on earth, and I want them to count. I don't want to waste it with people who are just going to drop out. So, because it does get hard sometimes, just like, you know, all of our lives, things interfere, but if you're serious and you really want to make it happen, you'll make it happen. Laurie, who is one of our students that made it into the atelier because she's so diligent, her home burned down probably 2 months ago. And she went into a horrible shock for several weeks, and we all surrounded her and supported her. I took a fundraising, and I sent her constant gifts, things I knew she'd need, because I lost my home to a fire. So I knew exactly what she would need, and we just kept sending her all the presents and things that she would need. I would talk to her on the phone, you know, and counsel her through that, because I knew that I had gone through it, and I could help her. And her team, her atelier, just surrounded her with love and gifts, and within a month she was back. And in there, she's probably listening tonight. I think she was the first one to sign in tonight. And she's drawing, and she's making her dreams happen. And her life is upside down. So you can make your dreams happen even in the midst of unbelievable difficulties. But you need to be in a group of people who do that and who support you and surround you with love and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to read some of the comments here really quick. Debbie's home burned. Yeah. Hi, Carol. We're glad you're here. I'm electronically challenged. My comments showing up twice. It's okay, Sherry. We're all over 40, so apart from my millennials that help me run the business, we are all technically challenged. But let him ask in faith with no doubts, for the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea that is driven and tossed by the wind. Thank you, Sherry. That's exactly. I memorized that one when I was little, but I just forgot it. I remember the essence of it, but thank you for posting it. I really appreciate that. And it's so true. You can't doubt. You can't say, would you please do this for me? You say, thank you for doing it for me. Thank you for posting that. Our Father, won't He do it? Yes, He will. Ask. Hi, Robert. Robert's waiting for a miracle. He's applying to the VA. And the VA will pay his full way to the atelier if we get certified. So I've been making lots of phone calls to the VA to see if I can help him with that. Okay. Oh, thanks, Lori. This is my cat outfit. This has cats all, and it has kitty buttons, and then my hat is a leopard hat. So this is my cat outfit for tonight. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. Super fun. It's below 70, so I have to wear warm clothes. Kathleen was laughing at me because she lives in Wisconsin, and they're in the single digits. So she was laughing that I'm cold when it's 70. Okay, so that's it for the motivational speech, and now I'm going to head over here. I'm going to take you inside Pencil Drawing College so that you can see just kind of how that works in the portal. Anybody who's technically challenged, the good news is we have a support staff, and you just email them, and we give you a support email, and they'll just respond and help you through it. Even if we have to call you on the phone to talk you through it, we will talk you through it until you learn how, and it's really easy. At first it doesn't seem easy because when something's new, it's new. You know, my least favorite words in the English language are new and improved because that means it's going to be 6 months before I know how to do it. But you know, with some of these technologies, it was about 4 months before I learned how to use my new laptop/tablet because they just changed everything, and it's like, why did you change it? I understood it before. So anyway, if you are technologically challenged, we hold your hand, and we have lots of videos that we put in there too that walk you through things too. So you will be just fine. And then there's all these fellow students who can, you know, talk to you in your portal too and support you. Okay. 8 to 14 inches of snow, Lori. I think you're in New Jersey, is that right? Yeah, I know you're back east. I do not like snow. Unless you're in the mountains to play with it, you know, go sledding or snowball fighting or something. And even then, I'd rather be in the water in the Caribbean or San Diego. I'm just not a big fan of being cold. So that's why I live here. I literally went to 48 states and upstate New York. Oh, I spent some time at Lake Placid one summer. I was a counselor at the Young Life camp up there. And also I ran their craft program. So it's a beautiful, northern New York. It's very pretty. That's where I first went parasailing. Beautiful place. So I'm not a big fan of snow. That's why I went to 48 states, and I didn't even go to Alaska because I knew I didn't want to live there. And I didn't go to North Dakota. And other than that, I looked at all the states and I said, San Diego, that's where I want to live. I choose my life. I don't just let things dictate to me what's going to happen. I make it happen. Because I know that we own the pen that writes our life story, and my Father runs the universe. All I have to do is ask. Okay. We got snow today. I've never lived in Winter Wonderland, so this is a first. Oh yeah, Christina, you grew up in California. So this is something new for you. So that's good. That's probably fun for you since it's the first time. It'll wear off. But it might not. Maybe you're a snow person. I'm not a snow person. So, okay, I grew up in Africa, so that's my excuse. All right, so I'm going to just look over my list and make sure that I covered everything. Okay, so tomorrow you're going to get an email sometime before noon Pacific time if everything goes right and the tech dragons leave us alone. It'll probably be pretty early in the morning. If not, keep checking. And it'll give you a link to the free video, one last free lesson that's in a video format. At the end of the video, I tell you what's in Pencil Drawing College, and then a button comes up and you can click to grab your spot. And so everybody who has signed up at pencildrawingcollege.com will get that email. Yeah, she's Christine. Well, you never know, Christina. Maybe you'll end up enjoying winter weather. So, okay, I'm going to go over to that side of the room now. I'm going to see if I can do this without turning this off. And I'm going to talk about what's inside Pencil Drawing College. I'm going to do a couple of critiques. Then I'm going to come back here and sign off. And then I've got a million things I got to do. So here we go. Let me see if I can make this happen. Okay, the touch screen doesn't always work like a touch screen. There we go. Second try this time. Okay, where's Peanut Butter? He disappeared. He usually sits on the back of the chair. Oh, I don't know where he went. Still have my Christmas stuff. Christmas boxes up there. Oh, all the kitties are gone tonight. I don't know why. Okay, he'll probably be back. But here we go. So I'm going to try to tilt this. This is a little bit awkward because of the way the stand works. It's kind of awkward to tilt it towards the screen, but we'll give it our best shot. And so I'm going to go, I will go down here and do some critiques of people that posted their work late. Just as a kindness to you, I always over-deliver. Everybody who's in my programs knows that. But first of all, I want to go to Pencil Drawing College. So your email will give you a link, and what you need to do is log into your account. I'm already set up so that it automatically recognizes me and logs in. And there's a video right on this page that teaches you how to log in, okay? So if you forget how to log in, it walks you through it. Then right underneath here, there is an email address, and if you have any questions or you're struggling, just click on that and it will go, oh, it's supposed to go to an email. I'll have to have them fix that. Okay, so then you just put in your email address and your password and log in, and then here's your dashboard. Okay, your dashboard's right here. And then we're going to, it says your first lesson gets started here. So there's a video right on that first page. And so this is the first thing that you need to do is watch this video and read all of this stuff right here, okay? And then you're going to click here to request to join your private Facebook page, which is where you're going to get all of your coaching, okay? So this is Pencil Drawing College, and we're going to get all the coaching on this page. And then, so you click on that and request to join, and then if you're registered, we'll let you in. Then if you want to order the supplies, you click right here, And this will take you to the page where all the supplies are listed, and you can just click on those and buy them. So that'll take you directly to a website where they sell them at a discount price. Okay? And then when you do click on your materials list, which I think is down here at the bottom. Okay, so the course materials list, this will actually open up a book. And this book just goes through all the different kinds of materials and what I use and why I use it. Okay? And so this is really important for you to read that. So I just wanted to point that out. Okay? And then you'll go to your first lesson. And right here on this page, if you need support, you just click here. That should take you to an email. Here's the link to the master's supplies, so you know what to buy. And I would buy your stuff the day you sign up, because it takes a little while for it to get there. And so buy it immediately so you're using exactly what you need. And then you're going to go into workshop number 1, and down there your video will be right there. And then you're going to have a workbook. The materials list is listed again. And then you're going to have a workbook, and you just click on this, and this is your lessons. So your lessons, you'll be able to watch this on an iPad or a computer or your phone or whatever. And so it's just awesome to learn this way. You know, it's really cool when you're able to just have your workbooks. And then you just don't have to carry books all around, and you don't have to carry a DVD player, and you don't have to carry, you know, all this stuff around with you, because it's right there in your box. Okay? So just wanted you to see how easy that is. Super, super simple. And then it tells you here that new workshops are released every 10 days. And you click on start here first, you know, and then you click on workshop 1, then you click on workshop 2, and then after 10 days, there'll be a workshop 3, and 10 more days there'll be workshop 4, and you'll just keep going through all 10 workshops. And then each one of them will have videos that you watch, and you'll have to put in your password in order to log into the videos. And the password will be posted right on the page, so that way you can see the videos right away on the page. Okay? And then your pencil drawing college, let me just see here really quick. Okay. These are all the groups that I belong to here on the side. There's so many of them, I can't find it. You can always put I'm going to just go in there really quick. Hang on, go back to my link, and I will go back and log back in. And then I'm going to go down to the beginning where it says click here to join the private Facebook group. And then what I want to show you how to do is that the best thing you can do is click on more. Once you get invited into this, you click on more, and then you go ahead and pin it to your shortcuts. So right now I'm going to unpin it, and then I'm going to repin it, and that'll put it right at the top. So I'm going to choose that under more. I'm going to choose pin to shortcuts. That's what it's called. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see in case you're over 40. So you go to more, and you click it, and then you click pin to shortcuts, and then now it's going to show up over here. So that way every time you want to go to that page, you just click right there, and there you will be. And then in your on your page, you will also have the photos, the members, the events, and the files. And so here, under files, it'll walk you through everything you need to know about how to use a scanner, how to print a Facebook photo, how to post the mask, your artwork, your materials list, the group guidelines, how to find my post, and all that stuff. And so everything you need to know is right here under files. And then when you post something, it's going to show up under photos. There's only one photo right now. It's the cover shot. And then you can find out who the members are in here. Right now it's just the 3 of us, your administration. is in there right now. And then when we have events, I forgot to tell you that there is a virtual event. You're actually going to be having a workshop with me live, but you don't have to leave your home. We're going to do it together online. It's going to be super simple to do. And then those who join the accelerated program are going to get to come to San Diego and meet with me in person for a couple of days and do some workshops there. So I'm going to talk about that more in just a minute. So it's super, super simple. And like I said, we have support. You know, it's posted all over the place. We even have a phone number. And it's posted all over the place where you can, you know, get a hold of us. If you have a question, you just click on that. That's supposed to go to an email. I have my staff correct that. That's supposed to end up in an email. So you just click support. Well, here we go, support. And then just send it with your question. All right? So there you go. Pretty simple stuff. Now I'm going to go back to the Facebook page. And I'm going to close these out. So there's no competition for internet. And it's important not to get too many windows open at once, otherwise it slows your computer down. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the critique page, and I'm going to wrap up a few critiques. And by the way, thank you, Sandra, for posting this here. You did an amazing job on this. I mean, she's just getting started. She's never drawn before, and it's just hard to believe. She's just already taking off like a rocket. So I'm really excited about Pencil Drawing College for you, Sandra, and maybe even the accelerated program if that works for you. So a lot of people just like to be in an accelerated program so they can become really good really fast. Okay, so here we go, back down to the people who posted a little late. And because I over-deliver, I always try to include people. So this one is Carol. Carol's doing a piece for a wedding present for her granddaughter, which is, this is so sweet. It's such a good picture of them. And I'm really excited that you're doing this. This is going to mean a lot to them, Carol. And by the way, you have a lot of strong skills. So I think there's a really bright future for you artistically. And now, in terms of suggestions, because I know everybody that puts their work up for critique wants to know where they're going wrong. So you're having a pretty good job shading. Your proportions are realistic, so that's really cool. And you've actually caught the likeness, almost. You need to go much darker with this mustache and much darker at the bottom of the beard. Remember about graduations and values. Now in here, this is not a great photo. It's cute in terms of its charm, but the problem with working from bad photos is that if you're in the amateur category, it's real hard for you to make things up because you don't have that information stored in your brain yet. And so the textures of your hair is really off, and it's all pretty much one value. You have a little bit of highlights, but that's it. So you really need to work on hair texture and getting a wider range of values. This is really well done. You have a lot of promise, and they're going to love that. So thank you for posting it. Okay, Alini's stuck on an oil painting. Okay. Wow, this looks nice. It looks almost like Monet's garden. I don't know if you've been there, but that's kind of what this looks like. And I've been there recently, and it's just so gorgeous. So now the problem that you're having is that you really captured the feeling of the garden really, really well, Eleni, and I'm super proud of you for that. What you lack is a focal point, and so everything is so green that we don't know where to put our eyes, and that speaks to composition. You learn that in Pencil Drawing College, and then you have a range of values, but you haven't chosen anything in particular for us to focus on. And so we need some kind of focal point. So if you have all this green, you know, maybe you need something like a big flower right here, or make that bridge more prominent, or put somebody on the bridge or whatever. And so you're off to a really good start. Super proud of you. Okay, now Carla is working on a portrait. Okay, so this looks like an adorable little guy. I would definitely want to draw him too, and I love the way he's crinkling his nose. That's super fun. I don't have your photo reference, so I don't know if this is true, but it seems to me like your anatomy is really off right in here and in here. You haven't put in any of the values that would separate the shoulder from the back, so it looks like the shoulder is running straight into the back, which isn't true. There's a bone right here. And so you've messed up the anatomy there and there. Like I said, I'd have to see your photo for sure to know for sure. And then you have a lack of range of values. And also, when you finish a value, it never should end abruptly like it's ending here. It should always be soft at the edges. And and then you're having problems with the texture in the hat. The hair texture is pretty good. The eyes look pretty good. Nose is pretty good. Don't know what the mouth should look like, so I can't really judge that. The ear looks pretty good. And you said you're using a grainy, you're getting a grainy texture. It's because you're using the wrong paper. Okay, and speaking of that, one of my students asked me today, how do I know if it's the wrong paper? That's kind of like asking a chef, how does she know if when she's tasting the dish that somebody cooked in her cordon bleu class, why does she know that they didn't follow the recipe? Well, let's just say that they were making cinnamon rolls, and instead of using cinnamon, they decided to use salt. Well, when you taste the cinnamon roll, you're going to know that's salt, not cinnamon. And I've been drawing for probably 30 to 40 years, so I know when you're using the wrong paper. I can tell by looking at it. And that's usually because you didn't take level 3, which is the class that teaches you how to choose the right paper for every project. And of course, in Pencil Drawing College, we teach you how to choose the right drawing papers for the different kinds of projects. So many novices think that if you use a paper once, that's the paper you should always use. But it's like I said before, if you're cooking, you're not going to use the same spice for scrambled eggs that you use for cinnamon rolls. And you're not going to use the same spice for cinnamon rolls as you do for pot roast. So, and you're not going to use the same pan. You know, so novices, amateurs, they try to get the master to tell them what paper they use, and then they think, oh, that's the paper I should always use. Or they try to get the master to tell them what pencils to use, and they think, oh, those are the pencils I should always use. But it depends on what you're trying to achieve. Okay? So, and then Mary, she, thank you for the compliments. You're a blonde turning gray. Somebody asked me if I'm gray yet, and I said I will never know. Only my hairdresser knows for sure. So this is really sweet. I imagine this man is pretty attached to those two little dogs, and our animals bring us so much comfort, and you really caught that charm, you know, that they're just all excited about going for a car ride, and that their master's in the front seat and so forth. Now, what you're having trouble with is your shading. You have given us the illusion that the anatomy is off here because you haven't paid close attention to the values. Also, we never use lines in fabric. And so you've used a line up here and up here. We never use lines in a fur. The shadows always fade gradually. You're having a lot of trouble with the texture here and the values. So you would do very well to be in Pencil Drawing College because you have what it takes, Mary. I mean, you're well on your way, but you're just missing some really important things that could take your work to the next level really fast. So good job for you there. And after this is over, maybe tonight, I'm just going to say, where maybe sometime in the near future, I'm going to go in here and tell you where you need to go from here. So I would just say, looking through this casually, that everybody who's posted here would benefit from Pencil Drawing College. I would say Patricia has really strong drawing skills. What you're lacking is level 2 and 3 and 4. So you would do really well to go into the accelerated program. Sharon, you might be okay to go the accelerated route, but you definitely need some pencil drawing too. Both of you have a little bit of lack of textures. Pencil drawing would be great for you, Sharon. Pencil drawing and Pencil Drawing College or the accelerated program would work for anybody. Okay, just so you know that. Definitely need that, Patricia Miller. Florentine, you need Pencil Drawing College and accelerated if you can handle that. Betty, Pencil Drawing College and accelerated. And I would say, in fact, I'm just going to go through here and say if there's anybody that doesn't need Pencil Drawing College, because you all do, it seems. Yep, it looks like everybody needs it. Yeah, nobody in here really is an exception. You know, I'm a little bit, Carol, you've got really strong skills, so I don't know. It wouldn't hurt you to go back, but I'd love to see you go on the accelerated program because you could get there so much faster. Okay, so you all need Pencil Drawing College for sure, and the accelerated program, I would apply for it just to see if you can get in. And I'm just going to go check the comments really quick to see if there's anything. Yeah, I wish I could move the camera up a little bit, but this doesn't do that. It's just the nature of this little stand. I'm so sorry. It's not ideal. Definitely not ideal. I used to do it with my phone, but Facebook doesn't work on my phone anymore. So Facebook Live doesn't work on my phone. Okay, here we go. Back. Say bye to Jelly. And we're going to go back over to the other side of the room and finish up the broadcast. So there's Peanut Butter. He's trying to find some way to get in trouble. Peanut Butter? No. Get down. Get down. He doesn't respond unless you spray. Okay, now he got down. Okie dokie, let's see if we can get this to switch. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to review quickly. I'm glad that this Facebook Live works on the tablet because for about a week there, about a month ago, Facebook Live stopped working on my phone. And I don't know, they're always changing things and they never tell you. So anyway, but I have a friend who has the same phone and it works for him, so I don't know. Right back. Forgot something about my water. Okie dokie, I have my water now. Jelly's still at her post. And Peanut Butter is under my feet. So I'm just going to wrap up. This is our second to last broadcast. Tomorrow night will be our last one. And I'm just going to recap what we talked about today. So, ask and you shall receive. You have not because you ask not. Ask and you shall receive that your joy may be full. So if you want your art dreams to come true, ask your Father if he could please help you make that come true. Believe. I would prefer that you post it in this thread where I asked you to do that. Put that up tomorrow and we'll see if we can get to some more critiques tomorrow, okay? Just remind me, but put it in this thread. It's just easier. Okay, so, but I will try to get to you tomorrow. Just remind me, always remind me, because I'm always happy to, over-deliver. But sometimes I need to be reminded because I have a lot on my plate right now. Okay, but thank you for asking. Good for you. See, you're already asking after I taught you to ask. I love it. And so ask and you shall receive that your joy may be full. I asked and I already received 3 amazing answers. and things are coordinating. You know, hopefully I'll go to bed before 3 a.m. tonight. And, excuse me. So I want to encourage you to believe in your dreams and not to say I can't afford it, or not to say I can't do it, or I don't have the time, I don't have the talent, I don't have the, I don't have the, I don't have the, I don't have the, I don't have the. Every time you say that, it becomes true. You don't, you know. So it's better things to say, like, I didn't have the time to finish this up by tomorrow. So instead of saying that, I said to my Father, would you please orchestrate this and set it up so that everything will fall into place? And that's what He's done. Everything's just fallen right into place. And I asked Him for favor, and that's what He's done. I didn't say, I can't seem to get the publicity that I needed from these journalists. I just said, Father, open doors I didn't knock on. And here I'm getting this flood of people I didn't even know to approach. So ask and believe, and use your words carefully. Words create, and the way you think creates your words. So believe, and the best way to do that is to feed your brain. I feed my brain every morning. I read excerpts from the Bible. I read this positive book from Wake Up to Hope from Joel Osteen, who's a Christian with a very positive attitude. Norman Vincent Peale has a book called The Power of Positive Thinking. He also has an organization called Guideposts, and you can read that online for free, or you can subscribe to it in the mail, and I read both. And then I do my kisses on the cheek, and I ask, you know, and that's how I stay so positive, because it is a daily thing. You have to feed your body every day. You need to wash your body every day. You need to feed your brain every day. It's not something you can do once and then just, you know, feel like you're done. Okay. Am I allowed to post the pepper from your workbook? Well, I'm going to make an exception. Generally speaking, that's not appropriate because I'm not here to teach you that. But go ahead. What the heck? And but generally speaking, like yesterday, somebody posted some artwork from a course, and that's a copyrighted course, so I didn't critique it because that would be a violation of that author's copyright. And so I didn't want to violate the copyright, and I also want to train you not to violate other people's copyrights. So we had a whole session on copyrights. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, go do a marathon binge. I love to binge watch. I love to just get a really good dinner on my lap and some nice dessert. I've been living on dark chocolate the last few days. And just binge watch, just to relax. So binge watch all the videos that we've been putting up. And they're here, and they're also on YouTube, so you can do it either place. And by the way, I noticed my assistant, I had asked her, we have a new assistant called Michelle, who is my niece. She's just amazing. She's so efficient. We're training her right now. And under Files on this page, on Sandyland, on the top, when you're on a computer, you can see the files. When you're on a phone or a tablet, a lot of times you can't see where to go to find files. But on the computer, on the left-hand side, there's Files. And in that Files, it's the links to all the videos, okay, that we've done so far. And she also put all them up on YouTube. If you have subscribed at pencildrawingcollege.com, you're getting the emails with all that information. Okay, so I'm just going to review briefly. There's going to come an email in your box tomorrow. It's going to be sometime at 4 noon Pacific Standard Time, depending on how the dragons treat us tonight. And you will have a link in there that goes to your last free lesson, which is a video. And then at the very end of that video, I start talking about what's in Pencil Drawing College. A button pops up and you get to click on that, and you need to click on it fast because it'll sell out really fast because we have to keep it really small. And those who click on it tomorrow are going to get you get 6 free bonuses, and one of the bonuses is only tomorrow, and that is a workshop on how to draw your kids. Most of the lessons are focused on drawing cats and dogs, because even if you're drawing this kind of hair, it's the same hair as you're going to see on a Irish setter. So we learn it on something that's simpler than a human, just because we tend to kind of freeze up when we do humans. And so we're going to be giving you mainly lessons on drawing cats and dogs, but then we're tossing in a free lesson on how to draw flowers, because some of you like landscapes and flowers. And then I'm throwing in a free lesson on how to draw a little girl holding her kitty cat. And then if you sign up tomorrow, you get this free workshop on how to draw your kids. And who doesn't love to draw kids? They're so cute. I love sentimental realism. And so I encourage you to click on that right away. And then the other thing you need to know is that it's going to be open for 5 days, registration will, but the minute that it sells out, we're going to close it. So it could only be open tomorrow. I don't know how fast it'll sell out. It tends to sell out really fast when there's coaching, because people really love that feedback, you know, from the master. I can tell you the papers and the pencils and exactly what you're doing wrong, and you can get over those chronic mistakes that keep holding you back, and finally you can look at your paper with confidence, knowing that it's going to turn out like the ideas in your head. And so, and I don't care who you are and how bad you are. I've literally never had anybody that I couldn't teach how to draw. I had a guy who came in class and his hands were all gnarled from from arthritis, and I taught him. And I had another lady who learned how to draw, and then she damaged her right hand and couldn't use it anymore. She came back and I taught her with her left. You know, so this system just works. I've been doing it for 28 years, and we're just now putting this version of it online, so that way you can study with a master no matter where you live. You're not stuck with the local yokos. You can study with someone who knows how to take you to the top fast. So that's all the information about tomorrow. I think that's all you need to know. Let me just check. Oh, yeah. And those who sign up for Pencil Drawing College tomorrow will get an invitation to fill out an application for the Advanced Accelerated program. There's going to be an accelerated apprenticeship that will take you through level 1, which is Pencil Drawing College. It'll take you through level 2, which is Color Theory College, where you learn how to master color mixing. And then it'll take you through level 3, which is learning the methods and materials that the masters use. So I won't be pointing to your stuff and saying, wrong paper, wrong pencils. You'll know what to use. And you'll know this amazing, all this variety of different really cool techniques. And some of them you'll like and some you won't, but that way you'll have a toolbox full of ideas of ways that you could perform for your clients. And then the 4th level is going to be actually doing one of your own pieces of art. And it's an accelerated program, so it lasts for 6 months, and you'll have coaching throughout the entire 6 months. In Pencil Drawing College, you'll have coaching for the first 4 weeks, but you'll have 6 months of access to the program. Okay, so that's kind of the difference between those two. And I forgot to tell you that at the top of Sandyland, I have pinned the post that has everything that's offered in Pencil Drawing College, just so that you can go there and read it so that you know tomorrow that you're ready to sign up. And I know I like to see what's going to be in it before I buy something. So anyway, that's what we're doing over here. And I just want to say again how much I love being with you, and how in Sandyland we are the kind of people who go for the gold. We want to be the winners. We want to be the best that we can possibly be. And whether it's being the best because we want to win prizes and awards, or being the best because we want lucrative commissions, or we want to be the best because we want people to hire us just so we'll have mad money to buy supplies and pay for lessons, or whether you just want to draw because you want to look at your paper and know it's the best. Or maybe you want to leave a legacy and leave behind these amazing pieces of art where people can look and say with pride, you know, my grandma was a master. Instead of just looking at this and everybody who's educated in the arts can say, oh, that's sweet, too bad she didn't know how to draw. You know, because people won't say that. They're too polite. but you want to leave a legacy of really high quality work, so you can be a part of the next generation and go ahead and leave a little bit of yourself behind. And so whatever your reason for wanting to draw, we encourage you to always go for the gold and know that there will be miracles when you go for the gold. Come on.